Se7en came out 30 years ago, believe it or not, and was directed by David Fincher and written by Andrew Kevin Walker, and just so happens to be one of my all-time favorite movies, and I am so excited to review it today. Okay, so for this video, I really want to, yes, talk about my thoughts on the movie, but also I really want to give you guys a little bit behind the scenes about how this movie came to be, because I find it just as interesting as the movie itself. So without further ado, let's jump right in. Okay, so at the time, David Fincher was coming off of Alien 3, which was, according to him, a nightmare for production, due to him having very little creative control, and them not having a finished script when they started shooting. And after Alien 3, David Fincher thought he would never make another movie again. But then he saw the script to Se7en, and he loved the script so much that he decided he wanted to make it into a movie. So New Line took a chance on David Fincher and agreed to finance and release it. So one of my favorite facts of trivia about this film is how New Line originally wanted to change the ending to make it a more traditional happy ending. But both Morgan Freeman and Brad Pitt were very much against it. In fact, Brad Pitt threatened to drop out of the movie if they changed the ending. But thankfully, New Line Cinema did not change the ending, and all the better for it, because the ending to Se7en is one of the most perfect endings I have ever seen in my life. And just thinking of another ending would have been ludicrous to me. Because the ending so well ties everything together so beautifully, and it feels like it was the ending the whole film was building up. But thankfully, I loved the whole movie even before the last 20 minutes, because the whole film presents very, very compelling characters. And it presents like this gritty, dark, realistic world that is very much a film noir. It has a lot of heavy shadows, it has a lot of clues, and there's a lot of focus on the mystery rather than action. It's so compelling because of these characters. If I didn't care about the characters, I wouldn't care about the mystery, but thankfully, I do care about these characters. And so when they're solving the mystery, it makes it all the more interesting, and it makes it all the more suspenseful, because you want to see both of these guys make this out okay. So the opening credits do a brilliant job of setting up John Doe, and and him meticulously writing on his notebook, and you get subtle hints to what's going to come later, and it's masterful visual storytelling and foreshadowing on David Fincher's part. One of my favorite things that they did for this movie was that in the marketing and in the opening credits, they did not reveal who played John Doe. And so, to audiences at the time, when a certain actor comes out and it's revealed that this actor is playing John Doe, it's like, what? What? No way! Like, no way, it's that guy? And I just love that reaction of people going in not knowing who's going to play the killer, and then you see who plays the killer, and you're like, what? Oh my gosh, that is crazy! Morgan Freeman is absolutely incredible in this movie as this veteran detective who's taking this one last case, and he's seen it all, and he has been through the ringer a lot of times, and he beautifully conveys that through his performance. And Brad Pitt, this is the best Brad Pitt performance I've ever seen. And I usually like Brad Pitt, but sometimes when I see him in movies, it's like I don't see a character, I just see Brad Pitt. But in this movie, I don't see Brad Pitt, I just see Detective Mills. And he's absolutely, he absolutely disappears into this movie. He is that dedicated to this performance, and you can absolutely see it in every frame. And something that I love is that this movie will take time to have quieter moments. Like for example, the scene when Morgan Freeman comes to Brad Pitt and Gwyneth Paltrow's house for dinner. That whole scene is brilliant because it's setting up the characters. It's making you care about these characters. And so And so when the mystery gets going and when they're trying to solve this case, you're all the more invested. Well, because of these little character moments that make you care for the characters even more. And guys, let me tell you, Seven has one of the best climaxes to a movie I have ever seen. It's very dialogue heavy. It's very suspenseful. It's very dark. And it is the perfect climax for this movie. Any other climax would have been stupid. This is a terrific climax that has me on the edge of my seat every single time I watch it. And the dialogue that goes back and forth between Detective Mills and John Doe is chilling. It is some of the most chilling dialogue I have ever heard in my whole life. It is incredible. Particularly two scenes that really stand out. One is when they're chasing this guy through an apartment building, and second, during the climax. Like, that music gives me chills every single time I hear it. And it is masterfully done. Guys, if you haven't seen Seven, please go check it out. It is one of the best detective films ever made. It's, like, for me, it's right up there with The Zodiac, which is another one of my all-time favorite movies, as this incredible detective thriller that has you on the edge of your seat. It makes you care about the characters, and it makes you want to know more about the mystery. And so because of that, and because of its impact on cinema, I'm going to give it an A+. Okay, so reviewing this movie was so much fun, and I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and look out for even more movie reviews coming up very, very soon, and hey, look out for my annual Halloween special, which is something I'm very, very excited to do. So, thank you guys so much as always for watching. I greatly appreciate it, and I will see you later. Take care.